me in 5 seconds. Your boy Ian. It's your boy Abzi here, day 191. We are in the house. Today is Tuesday. One thing recap on Tuesday. I listen to the one thing. I talk about the one thing. I kind of spread the word on the one thing. That's my focus. So, this is where we at. So I listened to the one thing on the podcast, which was real good. The guy was telling me how he implemented the one thing in his business. Now, he wrote a book. I got to go back and check the book out. And he also mentioned something about another book, because I'm always looking for nuggets. I'm always setting myself up for tomorrow. And tomorrow is the S, which stands for seek in the ask method, out of Matthew chapter 7. So tomorrow I'm going to be seeking. So I'm always seeking for a nugget or for an answer. I'm always looking. So when I'm listening to these podcasts, I'm listening for other little nuggets or Easter eggs or whatever they want to call them. Bonuses is what I call them. And it kind of lead me down that other path. So I'm going to check up on those two books and see what they're about. But the main thing that I got is that he said he was doing good in his business, had one source of income coming in, and the bottom fell out, and he lost that source of income. And a lot of people lost their jobs and stuff like that. And he thought it was his fault, and then he started trying to build that back up, and then his wife got sick. So when his wife got sick, he came to an epiphany. He said, you know what? My wife's sick. It's going to cost me more money, but I need to spend time with my wife. How can I do that? You know, how can I work less and make more? And so that's what he was on a quest to do. And so one of the days he said, I already bought the book, had it sitting on the shelf or whatever, but never broke it out. So he was supposed to be meeting somebody, you know, in a virtual business. He's supposed to be meeting somebody. Somebody was supposed to be showing up, but that person was late. So he said, hey, look, I'm going to be on this plane ride. Let me snag a book off the shelf to read. Let's just read this one thing. Got to reading it, and it clicked right into place. He said he's all about leverage because he taught finance and real estate investing. And he said he was always trying to use leverage to its maximum. And he's pretty much was calling himself the leverage king. And he said, I can't believe I didn't write this freaking book. You know, that I didn't think of this first or whatever. Because I'm all about leverage. I would say I'm the guru of leverage. So, and that's what he was doing, you know. It's a pretty sad story. But other thing I do like, he mentioned something about Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki got some stuff going on too, and was helping him as far as delegating. So I got to pull that up, another little nugget. But he said his daughter was 14 years old, and say they built $1 million business. They built it together. She's 14 years old. He said, but she was homeschooled and all that stuff. So that let me know that it's not no limit as far as how old you are or whatever. But he said that all kind of got undermined, you know, because, you know, one of these things is that, you know, as the business got bigger, he started wanting to hire more folks to kind of delegate some stuff out. And they came in and messed up everything that him and his daughter had built, because he was just going based on the resume, not based on if they can do it or not, right? So that's what he did. Hold on, let me pop this up. Let me pop that down. I was going to pop that down, is what I was trying to do, but it don't look like that was going to pop out. I just don't want that to pop in there. Oh, yeah, I'm up. So there I go. Back in bed. I was just popping it down just to make sure. So you see what I'm saying? But anyway, he said they had built some stuff, but then he got kind of, arrogant. It wasn't arrogant, but you kind of get deep off into some stuff and you start looking at complicated things that have been working. You tend to forget about them. I guess he said that's where he messed up and it hurt him and his daughter's relationship and stuff like that. But when the mom got sick, he said, hey, look, I'll pay you. Can you come back and help me with your mom? I need your help on this deal. And she came back. And, it was a good story. But I definitely want to check his book out because he said that they was writing this book on, they called it Real Estate Guys or something like that. So they was writing this book, and he said while he was writing and journaling, which was one of his things, his quiet time was one of his things. He just go in and just write down some things. But he said he wrote a story in there, and it just kind of flowed out, And so I definitely want to get into that. But as for my date now, I've definitely been going for no. But also too, I've been thinking about this one thing and leveraging the different things that I got going. Because I asked myself about my current job. Hey, can I turn this job into $1 million business? How can I turn my job? My job can't be passive income. I gotta work it, So by me answering that question, is my job the one thing? I came up with that solution that is not the one thing, so I gotta come up with another job, another business. So that's what I'm working on, my do it to life, right? Or my consultant, or something else. Something else gotta come up. I gotta come up with something, and it's gotta be something that I like, something that I wouldn't mind doing, like I'm doing right now, sharing with you guys. And just pressing into these mental exercises. You know what I'm saying? I'll describe my situation. It's like David Banner, the old David Banner, when he heard about people lifting cars off folks, but he couldn't save his own family. So what did he do? Right? What did he do? He went on a search, and then he found out that he tapped into some power. But it was the hook. Now he got to control the power that he just unleashed. Hopefully I don't turn out like David Banner now, but I definitely on a quest to understand all available resources and how to employ those resources and how to pull down strongholds while empowering others. That's what I want to do. So I want to do all that so I can raise some money, right? Help charity. I don't know why breast cancer, mental aspects on how they think it every single day. That part. Because I was talking to one of my co-workers today. He was telling me about another part of me. His back was hurting for days. I said, well, shoot, man, what you thinking about? He said, man, my back, not my brain, my back. I said, man, your brain sometimes affect your back. If you can't remember doing that different, then why can't it be something that you're thinking about? He said, man, you can't be that. I said, well, shoot, have you ever heard of people breaking out in fever blisters under stress? He said, oh, yeah, I know about that. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right then. There could be an aspect of that. I don't see how. I said, I know you don't see how. But you got to still figure out a way to reduce your stress some kind of way. Got to figure it out. But anyway, that's just another part of me, right? So I'm still thinking that I'm still spreading the word on the billionaire. I'm going home right now. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to watch one of my shows that I can't watch unless I'm exercising. You know what? I probably got to finish the show. I got to finish the show before starting another show. I guess, right? But anyway. But that was one of the things. And then I'm going to have a nice meal. Then we're going to watch Undercover Billionaire tonight again, another episode, to see how they putting this one thing to work. I may share that with my folks, because all they doing is one thing. They concentrate on making a business. They ain't worried about nothing else. Alright, let's see where we at. Everybody getting off. Yeah, I know I'm getting off. Barely made that. Your boy barely made it. It ain't really bad though. The traffic is getting snapped up. But anyway. But I'm interested, right? I'm rethinking a couple of business ideas that I got. Terminating some and flipping others, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure that out. There's something I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I mean, I'm working on them, still searching. I mean, it's only been 190 days. I mean, of course, they flipping some and not, but they've already, see, here's the deal. Well, that's what I'm building up. They already had some disciplines in place. As long as they got them disciplines in place, that's what I'm putting together, some disciplines. That's why I'm shooting this video. So, let's recap of the one thing. Also, too, what I did. Man, my daughter still asks me, how can I use this in the everyday world? I said, well, it's a part on the podcast you listen. I said, you know what? I got the book right here. Here go the book. Let's grab the book and pop it over, because that means I hadn't been spending enough time in my book. I hadn't been spending enough time in my book. So anyway, I popped the book open, showed her where it had the one thing questions in there, the little exercises on everyday activities. So I showed it to her, but she don't think she really got into it. So what I ended up doing was today when I woke up, just took a picture of it and I texted to my whole family. So at least they'll have that on the text. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. Tomorrow's gonna be seeking the S in the ask method. I'm trying to make a whole method, right? Because that's what the Lord showed me. So I'm trying to build something on that. I guess I don't want to be like Moses now. He told Moses to free the Israelites. He went out and started killing folks. So I don't want to be like that, but I think I'm on the right track. Peace out.